You know, I think it's funny that for us 4C ladies, you know, they call this a wash and go. For us, it's a wash and go sit down a minute. Because you're going to be a minute. Hello, welcome to the channel. This is Trina Claiborne 4C Hair Transformation Coach. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. And I'm so glad that you are here because we are going to have a little fun. And with that fun is going to come with a little bit of education concerning wash and goes on a 4C hair. I mean, true 4C hair. So, what I've done, I started this yesterday, and then when I started looking at what I was doing, I said, you know what? Let me bring this on the video and show you the results, because what I did yesterday, I was surprised at the results. And so I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, comparing different products on the video. So I only did one, but I'm going to do several more today. So here's what I've done. Of course, you know, with wash and goes, your hair needs to be sopping wet. So my hair is, of course, not sopping wet right now, but I'm going to get it there. But what I want to show you is what I did yesterday. I use one of the most famous gels for us natural girls is the Eco Styler. And I use the one with black castor oil and flaxseed. Okay. So I did this section and I split it into two. This section is strictly the black seed Eco Styler. Okay. All right. And then I split it out and I did this side with the black seed Eco Styler, and I added my homemade flax seed. Now, to get a good wash and go, it's all about clumping the hair, right? Because as the hair clumps together, revealing your natural curl pattern, the longer and the better your wash and go will look and last. So you can clearly see a difference. You see how this side, I'm going to bring the camera closer just so you can see it better and make sure I'm in the white background. Okay, let's see, there we go. So now you can clearly see that this is the side with just the Eco Styler by itself. Okay, this looked like the way your hair would look like maybe, for me, maybe by day 2, day 3, day 4. And this one, now notice that this has been 24 hours since I did this, right? So it's fully dry. And this one is still clumped together, still more defined, and it's more elongated, right? So this by itself on 4C hair didn't work as well, but adding the flaxseed gel, the homemade flaxseed gel, made it work a little better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same test with my favorite girl, Aunt Jackie, the Don't Shrink gel. And this has flaxseed in it as well. Okay, so I'm going to do this one on this side, and one, I'm going to split it just like I did the other one, and then I'm going to add one side with the homemade flaxseed gel, and we're going to see how this turns out. Okay, and of course, I'm going to put this up. Now, as far as rehydrating my hair, I could go back under the shower, well, not shower, just using my Aqua Care, but right now I'm going to use, this is aloe vera water, strictly aloe vera water or juice. Okay, so it is, you can tell my hair is totally dry. I mean, it's dry. So I'm going to hydrate it with this continuous spray bottle. And I have high porosity hair, so it doesn't take too long for my hair to really soak up the water. And I definitely want to make sure I get the roots, because that's another thing with wash and goes. You definitely want to try to smooth your roots, because for me, my roots is one of my biggest issues when it comes to styling. Okay. So you want it sopping wet, and you also want it fully detangled. And right now, the only thing I have in my hair right now is leave-in conditioner and my sealing butter. And so as I hydrate, this is reactivating those things. Okay, now to get it sopping wet, I'm going to try to work that in. Oh, you know what? I need to separate that because the other side trying to get a little action. So there we go. Okay, so now I got it soaking wet. I've already separated this side, as you can see. So I'm going to make sure it's fully detangled. I'm using my unbrush from the root to the tip. Okay. Now, because this is a little bit wider brush, I'm going to go in with my fine tooth comb. I always do that so that I can get to the root a little better. And when you're doing this, make sure you bring it all the way to the end of your hair, especially if you 4C, because don't give it no opportunity to hang out with each other. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go in with Unjackie Don't Shrink Flaxseed Elongating Gel. And the thing about this for me, I'm heavy-handed, and this requires you to be heavy-handed, okay? All right, making sure I get those roots saturated. I like to get it to where I feel the gel on it, and then just keep rubbing it until I feel it into the strands. And making sure I get the roots. So you can see the roots. I'll try to get that as laid down as possible. Now that I feel like I got it really saturated, then I go in with my hair type, because you know, of course, my curls are tighter curls. I am 4C, so I like to take a little bit of it, add a little bit more gel, and just slide my hand down it. I know some people like to take a comb and let that comb define the hair. But for my hair, that causes massive frizz. And because everybody's hair is different, do a small section and see what works better for your hair. But I've already determined, I've tried that so many different times, and every single time trying to clump my hair with a brush, that doesn't work for my hair. You know, I think it's funny that for us 4C ladies, you know, they call this a wash and go. For us, it's a wash and go, sit down a minute. Because you're going to be a minute. I mean, if you really wanted to. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. And my hair tends to frizz up mostly doing these types of curly styles at the roots. And I guess, I don't know if it's because it's new hair and is not as moisture trained. I don't know. I'm not sure why that happens, but that's the way my hair behaves. And I love doing this kind of stuff because if you don't know your hair, you really get to know the characteristic and the behavior of your hair, so that you'll know what types of tools to use, what technique works best for you, especially when you want your hair in a curly state, depending upon your style that you want to do. And then after doing something like this, I encourage you to start examining the ingredients in the product that actually worked the way you want it to work. And and when you're looking for something new, look for something similar with the similar ingredients. Because like Tony Robbins always say, success leaves clues. Right? You don't have to really go and reinvent the wheel. Unless you just feel like doing that. Now when I pull the hair apart, I let it decide where it wants to separate once I do pull out a section, and it usually kind of show it. The hairs that like each other the most, they'll hang out together, and you just let them follow the crowd, right? Okay, so this is what Aunt Jackie's look like, and I've even tried to help it clump. Okay, now I got pretty much of a curl pattern, not too shabby, but because it's not really clumping together, I can tell that when this dries, it's already not that defined. Let me bring this camera closer so you can see that. You see it's not really defined that well. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to move this hair out of the way so that we won't get it confused. Okay, so that's pretty soft and wet. So we're going in with Aunt Jackie's. Right? And you know what I think? Most people think that our hair don't do well with wash and goes, but I truly believe it's about selecting the right products and getting the right technique. Because if you've been following my channel with the Ayurvedic products, on the days that I use masks with amla in it, my hair really gets defined. And I was thinking about that because, you know, those products are pretty heavy on the hair, right? It's heavy enough and forces the hair to form in clumps and maintain its natural curl pattern. So to find a styling product that would create that same heaviness that caused the hair to clump and lock in your natural hair pattern, I think is the key. And there's so many products on the market, not necessarily designed for 4C hair for the most part. I know that there's a new product called 4C Only. I haven't tried that product, and if you have, definitely leave a message or a note in the comments and let me know your thoughts on it, how it impacts your hair, especially if you have 4C hair. I would love to know. All right, so I'm gonna do just like I did the last time. I'm just going to rub my hand through it. Now this time I'm going to add my homemade flaxseed. And if you haven't seen the video where I make this, I'll put the clip of that in the show notes so you can see that. So I'm going to add that. Whoa, that, you talking about some slip. Woo, my lamb. That's some slippery stuff. And that gel, just so you know, you can put it in your conditioner. You can definitely style with it, do slick backs with it. Okay, so let's start with the separation. Try to do it to where you can see what I'm doing. Now for time's sake, I'm just going to continue this off camera just to kind of save a little bit of time, because I know it's probably going to be a minute. All right. So I'm going to finish this little bit of section and then I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. Here's what I've done. Now this side, I allow the clumping to let me know how to start stringing my hands down it. So this one clumped a little bit in bigger chunks naturally, and so I just took my hand from there. So this is the side with the Aunt Jackie plus the homemade flaxseed, and then I'm gonna take this side down so you can see a difference. Okay. All right. Now so far, I'm not sure if this is because, you know, I have 4C hair and it has dried a little bit, but I just finished this and you can see that it is elongated like it said. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to play out after it actually dries, but they look very similar. Yeah, they look very similar. Now, of course, as my hair starts to dry, those little clumpings, they get bigger. So when you look at this, they look about the same size, right? Now let me bring the camera in so you can see it a little better. Okay, so this is Aunt Jackie. All right. This is Aunt Jackie with the gel. This is strictly Aunt Jackie alone. Okay, so I'm getting pretty much the same results, and this is not bad, because when this dries, of course, you know, the shrinkage is real. It's just amazing that when you see my hair, you would never guess that my hair is past my bra strap. Amazing. But shrinkage is good. That means your hair is healthy. Okay, so that's what this is looking like. And what I am going to do, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more products to review. For time's sakes, I don't know if I'm gonna do it on this one video. I may do a part 2, but it just depends. So what I am going to do, I'm going to shower this out. Well, actually, I'm going to take my aqua shower and just spot spray that. Makes it easier rather than just getting my whole head under the shower. And then we're going to try 2 more, depending on time's sake. Let's see, it's 2:12 on a Saturday here, so we'll play it by ear. So give me a chance. I'm going to rinse this out and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I'm a little drenched, so I just wet just the back, and kind of good because my hair is really sopping wet right now. And we're going to start with this side. Now for this test, we're going to be using need my glasses. The Main Choice Tropical Morango Pearly Braid Out Glaze. All right, so I'm going to do this side with just the glaze, and man, this stuff smells so good. It kind of reminds me of Jolly Ranchers. This is what it looked like. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and let me get my Fitbit back on. All movement counts. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that it's detangled after rinsing it out. I rinsed out all the product. All right, and I'm going to work with one little bit of section at a time. So I'll separate that out. Okay, so we're going to saturate this just like the last time, from the root to the tip. Now this product, I don't have to work as hard to get the hair to separate and clump as much. Okay, okay, all right, main choice. There she is. Now she was less work. Okay, I like it. Look at, let me bring the camera up a little close. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Bring it up a little close so you can see all the curls, okay? Oh, let's see if I can get all of it in the frame. Look at that. Now I wish I could keep that length, but I know she gonna shrink up. Oh, but I really like that. Oh, go on now with your bad self. I like it. Okay, Trina, focus. Okay, so we're gonna try this and add the flaxseed to see if it does better or if she likes to work by herself. Let's just see about Miss Main Choice. Let's just see how she rolling. Okay, I'm impressed with the Main Choice. I'm just, what the heck? Now looks like with this one, it looks like the flaxseed is sitting mostly on top of the hair. That's what it kind of looked like from here, but we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna let it clump the way it wanna clump. Okay, so let me wash my hands a little bit. But my assessment of the Main Choice, it appears that the Main Choice got the right name. They the Main Choice in terms of working by themselves, right? Okay, so this one, and I honestly, I don't know, it just feels like the homemade flaxseed gel is sitting on top of it because this glaze is definitely much thicker than the Unjockey elongating glaze. And so I can see where the flaxseed is not really absorbed as much. And it's not as defined either. So let me do the comparison. You can see for yourself. Okay, let me bring the camera in. Hold on. Okay, all right, so this is Main Choice by itself. See how it's separated? It's more separated and more defined, whereas this one, it clumped more, but it's just not as defined. You see? So looking at the Main Choice does better on 4C hair by itself, right? Now, do know that this test is only about clumping. As far as how the product look after it's dry, that's a whole different video on who's flaking and who's not. Okay, so out of those two products so far, the Main Choice out of the three, because I did the Eco Styler off camera. So far, the Main Choice is in the lead. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to try the next product. Let me get this up out of the way. Okay, I got this side saturated, prepped, and ready, already separated. So the product that we're gonna check out this time is Tali Wajid Curly Curl Cream. Tali Wajid. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, so this one, of course, it's more of a cream. And it's a thick cream too. Let me see if you can see that. Okay. It's definitely not a gel. It's a cream. So we're gonna see how she works on this hair. And it claims extreme gel definition, no buildup or frizz, moisturize and conditions the hair with shea butter and sage. Okay, so I'm gonna take it, rub it on my hands, saturate the hair with it, and I'm gonna do the same technique. Oh, it smells good. Okay. Make sure I get my roots. I'm going to saturate the hair, get a little film on it. I don't know if that's the right process for cream curl definers, but I'm gonna do that. And this section I'm going to use just the curling product. Now she's so thick, don't look like she's going to separate on her own. So it looks like with this one, with the cream, it doesn't naturally clump. Just naturally clump from combing my fingers through it. So I got to encourage it just a little bit. Okay. All right, Tali. Okay, here is Tali. Let me get this one last one, because here's what I think this product like. Of course, you saw that this product is much thicker, okay? And I do believe because of that, it clumps bigger, right? It's thicker and it clumps bigger and it's heavier. So once I ran my fingers through it to see where it want to clump naturally, then taking more of the product and sliding it down each clump, I'm not mad at the definition and the clumping of this. Now, I think it take a little bit more work, but I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So let me bring the camera in so that you can see it. Okay? Look at that. Let's see if I got it. Look at that definition. I like it. I like it, and it's going into the product. Even though it's a heavier product, it's not just sitting on top of my hair. I like it. 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 Yeah, y'all. Okay, now let's see if she like to play in the sandbox alone, or if she performed well with a little assistance. So we're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to add the flaxseed gel. Okay, so I'm going to re-wet her, because look at her. She's getting dry already. She's like, I don't be playing with you, mama. Mama taking too long. Get this little hair out of the way. She be like always up in stuff. Okay, so I got this side saturated and extremely detangled. So we're going to put the Tali, I guess I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm not sure. I'm going to saturate that and making sure I get the roots. And I'm just trying to create a film on top of the hair. Okay, now I'm going to roll my hand through it to see where it want to clump. Okay, so now I'm going to add the homemade flaxseed. Looks like this stuff gets thicker and thicker over time. Alright. Okay, so with this product, just like the main choice, it's a thicker product, and it does cause a little bit more work, right, to encourage it to clump more. So let me wash my hands a little bit, rinse my hands off. I got everything set up over here so I don't have access to my sink. And this water is getting so slimy. All right, so you see how the flaxseed is sitting on top of the hair? You can see that. These thicker curl creams, putting an extra product on there, unless it's a mousse, you can probably get away with it. But I'm not doing the mousse today. Normally when I do a wash and go, I'll put mousse on my hair, but that's not what this is about. But you see how it is keeping the product, the flaxseed on top of the hair, because that curl cream is thicker. All right, so let's compare it by itself with the flaxseed, without the flaxseed. I definitely like it by itself. Does it take a little bit more work? Yes. Now comparing this one to the Main Choice, I really like, personally, I like the Main Choice results better. Okay, so let's compare. Let me take it out. Main Choice by itself, okay, and then Tali by herself. So if you can see that. I don't know if the camera is picking that up, but personally, I like the way the Main Choice went on with much more ease, less work. And this one, you got to work a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Now it looked like this one is keeping more of my length, because I did this one first, and of course, you know, I got high porosity hair, so it has dried out a little bit, but it's still longer than the Tali. I can see that it's still more elongated. So out of these two so far, Main Choice. But this one is also did better than my Aunt Jackie's elongating curl. So I'm going to do a part 2 because of time's sake. I got 3 more other products to test. This one was the Eco Styler, the Aunt Jackie elongating, non-shrink, don't shrink, and then of course the Main Choice, and then the Tali. Okay, so I got 3 more products to test out, but I'm going to do that on a different video. So because out of this comparison, I like the Main Choice, I'm gonna finish my hair using the Main Choice because I think it's going to look the best out of that as far as what it looked like afterwards. But now I'll let you know probably tomorrow, because I don't think my hair will be dry before the end of the day today. I'll let you see what it looked like tomorrow. Now I'm also going to get under the dryer to try to get it to dry a little faster, and if I have time to do that, because I know this is going to take a little while for me to do this. Like I said, the Main Choice takes a little time, but I'll be back and I'll show you what the end product looked like. So I'll be back. Okay, I just finished, and it took me a good minute to finish this. And like I said, my hair 4C, so my curls are much tighter. And let me see if I can bring the camera a little closer, and I'm going to turn around. Now there's a little bit of a cast on here. I'm telling you, this is a lot of work. Okay, but I am committed. I'm going to do part 2 with the other products. So I hope I don't have the split. I didn't check my hair from the back, but this is what she looked like. And there is a cast on it. And as you can tell, my hair is already shrunken. And I do know with a wash and go, you can keep more of your length by getting under the dryer. But ladies and gentlemen, it's 5:23 and I haven't done any of the things that I need to get done, that I need to have done before tomorrow. So I'm sure my hair is not going to be dry by the time I get back. So I'll probably send it in the dryer then, because I'm going to church in the morning and I don't want my hair wet. So however long it takes me to get my errands done, that I got to get done today. And I'll show you what it looked like before I go off to church. Okay, wash and goes, baby, that's a wash and go. Sit down for a minute, okay? All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, here we are. This is how I styled my hair. Now I pulled it up on the side because I really didn't like the shape of it. I know I need to get my hair cut, which is probably why. And it did shrink back up. You know, the shrinkage is real. I probably should have used my Rev Air to stretch out my hair, which I probably will do, but I'm running out of time. I've got to be leaving here in the next 2 minutes actually to go to church. And it does have a cast, just so you know. And I dare myself to wear this black, but the thing about this black, it does have little sparkles in it, so I'll say it's a sparkle in the shirt. But anyway, this is what it looked like in the back. And I haven't seen it in the back, so I don't know what that looked like. I probably need to pick it out a little bit more. But anyway, the shrinkage is real. And this is how I'm styling her today. And if I come back and do the stretching, I'm not going to end the video right now. I'll end the video when I come back. I'm going to do that. I just don't have time to do that right now, but I'm going to use the Rev Air to stretch it just a little bit to see if I can get a little bit more length. So I will be back. Hello. You know, I forgot, right? I do apologize. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I forgot to go back and stretch my hair that day. It's been days since that video, and to be honest with you, I've been trying to do more content so that I can schedule them, and because of the small amount of time that I have. But there's more coming, and I will be doing another video with the other products just to see how it responds to our hair, 4C hair, to see if it gives us a really good wash and go. But thank you so much for watching, and I do apologize for that. But there's more good stuff coming, and definitely leave me a comment and let me know what it is that you all would like to see. I know we're doing the Ayurvedic products for the menopausal hair loss, and that's going to be going for a little while. But in between time, I will be doing other videos, and we're getting down to protective season. It's getting a little chilly outside. But I definitely have a lot of ideas, but I would love to know what you all are struggling with that I may have already overcome it, and to share those solutions with you. But thank you so much for watching the channel, and for those of you that are subscribers, I appreciate you so much. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, leave a comment, and ring the bell so that you will not miss another post. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.